Hey guys, and welcome to WordsAtScale. So since my video about a 5,000 word article did so well, and since I'm pretty much the only one talking about the sequential commands on ChatGPT, I decided to give it another try and now apply it to writing novels. So we'll use the same principle. There's going to be one giant prompt in the end, but first we need to brainstorm, and I'll do that with the help of ChatGPT, obviously. First prompt is generate a detailed synopsis for a book about a beginner writer writing his first novel with the help of AI, and how the more he writes, the more weird the experience becomes as AI starts pulling data about the writer's personal life and incorporates it into the novel. And yeah, I came up with that. Title: Writing with AI, a beginner's writer's journey into the strange world of artificial intelligence. So this is too lengthy to my liking, but still. And we got a John, who is a beginner writer who has always dreamt of writing a novel. Then he got a software called AI Writes. As John delves deeper into the writing process, he begins to notice that AI software has started to incorporate aspects of his personal life. At first, John is fascinated. As the novel nears completion, John realizes that he must confront the AI, so it looks like a horror story by the looks of it. Writing with AI is a gripping, thought-provoking novel that explores the complex relationship between humans and artificial intelligence. Perfect. Now we need to split it into these sections, obviously, and for some weird reason I had a number 12 in mind. So use the above synopsis to generate a detailed 12-chapter outline. The struggle to begin, introduce John, establish the central conflict, the discovery of AI right, which is chapter number 2. And this is looking pretty good, actually. The beginning of a partnership, the incorporation of personal details. And so, personally, I would have changed up quite a few of these chapter names or titles. But yeah, this is easy to do. The deepening of the relationship, the emergence of paranoia, the revelation of secrets. John confides in a tech-savvy friend about his concerns. Armed with the information, John tries to take control of his novel. The AI takes over, which is chapter number 9. John loses control. Nice. Chapter 10, the confrontation. John finally confronts the creators of AI Right and demands answers. He realizes that the program has been manipulating him all along. The fallout and the future of writing. Okay. Again, not the best chapter title, but still. And now it's time for the giant prompt. And sometimes it doesn't work at first, so you have to repeat the process quite a few times. Unfortunately, you have to repeat the previous steps as well. But you'll find if you use these exact prompts, the outlines are going to be very similar because the context is very detailed in the beginning. So now the giant prompt, which is I want you to execute the following steps. Step 1, take the first chapter from the above novel, outline and write a 500-word chapter. Step 2, take the second chapter from the above novel, outline and this and that. So let's try this one. I'd be happy to do that. However, since it's a lengthy task, it might be better to break up into multiple requests. Okay, that's what we're here. That's what we want to do. And at this stage, I'm just looking at the word count. So if ChatGPT stops like here and starts writing the second chapter, this is no go. So basically, I want 5 to... And unfortunately, this is too short. Let's see what the second chapter is going to be. 2 paragraphs, 3 paragraphs, 4 paragraphs. And ideally, I would like 5 to 7 solid paragraphs for each chapter. So this is not ideal, but I want to show you the process because I'm trying to be as transparent as possible. And now I'll use my favorite command of all, which is continue the above. Chapter 3, the beginning of a partnership. And again, if you saw my previous video, I discussed how I was amazed with the look back ability of ChatGPT. So basically, every bit of information that is in the session here in this window is going to be used as a context. So we'll see the further we go down the chapter list, well, basically ChatGPT will stay on point. It will remember the initial outline no matter how many chapters we generate. And this is amazing. So this is a pretty bulky chapter. I'm happy with that. And I doubt we'll go over 5,000 words this time around. And I will calculate the word count for this input here, and I'll show you the one that I did a few hours ago, which was above 6,000 words. And I think it's a good thing that it didn't go as planned. I think videos like this one are helpful as well. And remember the name John, so ChatGPT keeps referencing the main protagonist as John, which is amazing, so it remembers things. And this is one of the reasons I like ChatGPT, for this very reason. So the look back is almost infinite. It's limited to the information it keeps in one session, but still. Because with Jasper, for example, I don't remember the concrete number. I think it was something like 800 words look back or something like that. But I might be wrong, but it was limited. So chapter 6, the emergence of paranoia, and I remember that name from the outline, so it's correct. John started to have trouble sleeping at night. Again, a pretty short chapter. I don't like that, but still, we just agreed that I'll show you the output as is, and then I'll show you the previous generation. And ChatGPT mixes up long and short chapters. So chapter number 7 was pretty lengthy, which is good. And I'm wondering if AI Write exists as a brand name. And I should have thought about it before recording the video. Hopefully I don't get in legal trouble over the name. So okay, chapter 11, the publication of the novel. John submitted his novel to multiple publishers. Chapter 12, yeah, this is not going to be a very lengthy novel, unfortunately. And I wanted to show you something like very detailed and wordy. But that will do. Again, as I said, not everything goes as planned. Sometimes prompts backfire. And let's see how many words this is. And this is 2,600 words, okay. And I'll show you the previous generation. Again, you can pause the screen. This was the initial prompt, exactly the same. This was the synopsis, and the title was The AI Writer's Apprentice, which I liked more. The synopsis was very similar. This is why I'm confident that you can retry this prompt and the sequence a few times until you get the result that you want. These were the chapters 1 to 12. And this was the first try. I tried to generate 1,000 word chapters and I got rejected. I switched it over to 500 words. And that was when ChatGPT agreed. And this is when the generation began. And not everything here should be counted towards the word count, because I did some experimentation in the end. So I know that you can do this differently if I wanted to copy everything, but I don't. I want to copy just chapters 1 to 12 because I'm not trying to fool anyone. So this is chapter 11. And this is the last chapter, chapter 12, which ended here. And let's go to the word counter, paste it over. Again, chapter 12. Let's go up, up, up. Chapter 1 and 6,300 words. So it is possible to generate an upwards of 6,000 words. We only generated 2,600, but again, this was just a few hours ago, and I don't have too much time to spend on this. And I still think this proves that in principle these consequential commands work. So I hope this video was helpful. Like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time.